Robo-Kai can trip up opponents with his many tricky moves. Gain an advantage in battle by enhancing his special moves using his unique meter. Electric gauge. Certain actions increase or decrease the electric gauge. There are 3 levels within the electric gauge, with Robo-Kai's special moves becoming more powerful as the level increases. Gimmicky. Sets up a mat on the ground in front of Robo-Kai. The electric gauge increases while he is on top of the mat. Use this after landing a knockdown or when you are far from the opponent to charge up the electric gauge. Junkie Bargain. Unleashes a projectile forward. Expends electric gauge upon activation. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, it will track to the opponent's position to an extent. At level 3, the attack becomes more powerful, unleashing additional projectiles. It can come in handy in different situations, acting as a poke from long range or as part of a combo in the corner. Kaizen Blitz. A forward lunging attack. Expends electric gauge upon activation. Automatically triggers a follow-up attack on hit. When the electric gauge is at or below level 2, it charges up the electric gauge. When the electric gauge is at level 3, it does not charge the electric gauge, but performs a powerful follow-up attack that knocks the opponent down. Sparky Surprise. A throw move shocking the opponent with powerful electricity. Charges the electric gauge on hit. Although it can't be blocked, it will whiff unless you are very close to the opponent and leaves you wide open. Lucky Launcher. An attack that sends the opponent flying up. Expends electric gauge upon activation. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, you can land additional attacks on the opponent after they are launched. At level 3, it launches them even higher, creating an opening to deal major damage. Try incorporating this into your combos. Beautiful Sky Today. A command movement flying upwards. Expends electric gauge upon activation. It is possible to move freely using directional inputs for a set duration. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2 upon activation, it is possible to perform an attack right away to surprise the opponent with an overhead. Try this out when you want to trip up a blocking opponent. What's useless will always be so. A powerful series of attacks. It continuously drains the electric gauge throughout the action. With the number of hits and damage increasing, the more gauge is available. The final hit is performed either when the electric gauge reaches 0 or after pressing Heavy Slash. Risky Lovers. Fully activates the Hercules engine, powering up Robo-Kai's special moves. This causes the electric gauge to continuously deplete, but he can use powerful versions of his special moves until it reaches 0. When the electric gauge reaches 0, he explodes, damaging the area around himself. The explosion will hit Robo-Kai as well, so be careful. Robo-Kai can dish out serious damage after charging up his electric gauge. Start by throwing out his long-ranged Heavy Slash as a poke and charging the electric gauge with Gimmicky. Once you've built up enough gauge, use the projectile from Junkie Bargain as a shield and make your approach. When you're up close, you can mix the opponent up with Beautiful Sky Today and Sparky Surprise. Things get tough for Robo-Kai when he runs out of electric gauge. It's crucial to think ahead and form a game plan to use the gauge effectively. Thank you for watching.